Comic Book Syndicate, assemble!
All right, listen. G.I. Joe, number 12, 2012. Take it!
This is G.I. Joe number 12 by IDW, written by Chuck Dixon, drawn by Will Rosato.
I think it's Rosado.
Oh, okay.
Es el español.
Español.
Okay,
Español
okay.
Rosado.
Cinco.
Yes.
So this one opens up by they're announcing all the dead Joes because they just got their asses kicked by Cobra. A lot of the main Joes were announced dead, and Snake Eyes was one of them. I mean, we have to assume he's presumed dead, like it's Snake Eyes.
Yes.
And this is also the episode where Hawk gets demoted, and Duke is promoted to command the Joes.
Yes.
And they also get their funding cut from the government. This is, there's.
Have you ever had your funding cut?
When I was 2 months old.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Terrible.
What did you think? Did you think it was good?
No,
Okay.
I didn't.
You didn't think it was good?
I didn't like it.
Well, I read this first before I read the old issues again. So I opened it up and I was like, oh my God, Snake Eyes is dead. What happened? And then every panel was like, Snake Eyes is dead. And then the next panel is, don't talk that way about Snake Eyes, he's dead. And then the next panel was like, well, we lost some good men, Snake Eyes. And then I open up the next page, like, the end. Okay, well, I'm giving it one sun. Can we do sun reviews
wait,
now?
no, yeah, wait,
We're a little early on
Okay.
Sun.
I read it twice. My first reading, it didn't really impress me like it didn't impress you. But I read it again, and it's not that it's bad. It just doesn't have any magic. Like, it's nice to see what's happening with G.I. Joe now. But other than that, it just doesn't have the vibe of the old stuff. And so for that, I just can't recommend it. And I must say, I know the artwork is your forte, but the art was pretty mediocre.
The art was very, very hired to do. We have to tell a very boring story about accounting, about death tolls.
I just want to point out that this issue actually is about accounting, and they actually introduced a new G.I. Joe. His name is Bill Docker. I'm not making this up.
No,
They
I
actually
saw
have
it
a
in
G.I.
there.
Joe character named Bill Docker. Like, the new characters are pretty lame in here.
Yeah, the other guy's name is
Yeah.
like Stats. Hey,
Yeah.
what are the numbers? Stats? 23.5.
Is he alongside the new character Hooker Hirer?
Yes.
Because that guy has had a lot of work.
But look, I want to know, though,
Was
Frank.
that? No. Okay,
If,
sorry.
okay, now let's just say you just would have read this one. Does this make you want to read more
Nope.
comics? Not at all.
I can't say. Is hate a bad word?
Let's do
just,
the sun.
I just want to know, what didn't you like about it, though? Just because.
You know what? Because I read the old ones first, and then I read that one, and you know what? The drawing was boring as hell.
Mm-hmm.
It was so boring. The writing was too descriptive, I found at some points, because the drawing I think was crap. So they had to write more, and it was like just a bunch of bull.
Not a lot was happening.
Not a lot was happening, and there was tons of writing for nothing. And
I did like the one panel where they said, "Give us $5."
yeah, and this
was
comic book
great.
is yours.
Yeah, I think that was a great
Yes.
panel.
Okay, so can we review it out of 5 suns?
I'm gonna give it 1 because that's probably the lowest I could go. Right?
No, 0, I believe.
I'm gonna give it a 0.
Can we give
'cause
it
I
0?
hated it.
0.
I didn't
Fine.
like it.
So
I
be
didn't
it.
like it at all.
Yeah, again, feared by all sorts of religions. I think the Christians and even the Greeks. 0 is where I'm going to go.
Okay.
I'll give it a 1. It is readable. It's just not good.
I'm going to give it a half a star.
Not bad.
So, come right back. We're going to go to break, and we're going to talk about the G.I. Joe movie.
G.I. Joe, more like G.I. No.